Okay, so we're going to log in as our user, our customer that we created. And I'm just going to use the username and password that was provided to me. Should be logged in now. And I'm just going to go to the MemberPress account page. Now this is something that you will probably have to set up in MemberPress, and you can learn more about that at MemberPress's support area. But there's a page that you can set up to give more information to your customers or your members about their account. And so here I am logged in as a customer. I can change my name, I can change my email, all that stuff. If I go to subscriptions though, I can actually see information about my subscription. I can see the ID actually, the level that I'm a part of, information about the terms and when my next bill is. It's active, created, and then expires on this date until it renews, right? And the next tab up here is the payments. So this will show them all of the payments that they've made so far up to this point. And you can see the date that it was the transaction happened, the amount, of course the membership, whether they paid by credit card. This would be true for Stripe and maybe Authorize.net and other Gravity Form gateways, versus if it was PayPal, it would say PayPal. Complete, and then for status and then the transaction number there. Now let's say your customer, your member wants to cancel their subscription. They can simply go to the subscription area, and when they're ready to cancel, instead of asking you to do so, they can simply hit that. And this works similar to the MemberPress system. It's just doing it through the Gravity Forms. What they're really doing by pressing yes here is canceling their Gravity Forms subscription in either Stripe or Authorize.net or PayPal, whatever. So I'm going to say yes. They get notified that it has been canceled. The subscription is now stopped. They still have active membership because, again, unless it's expired, they still have the rest of the month or whatever. But now their subscription has been canceled, and it will be reflected both in Stripe or PayPal as well as MemberPress, the admin area. So let's go take a look at that and see what that looks like in MemberPress. Now here I am in the admin dashboard area. I'm going to go down to MemberPress and go to subscriptions, and we can see that it has been stopped. Same expiration, except it won't renew this time. And if we want to look and see what happened to our subscription in Stripe, we can go, again, search this transaction. I'm going to take out the GF there. And I can go into this transaction here. I can see that it has been, again, connected to this subscription, and I can see it's been canceled, and that's been because the user canceled in their account in MemberPress. Now back in our dashboard here, just to note that the transactions will basically remain intact, and again, this user, because they canceled today or their payment failed, will basically have until the remainder of this transaction, which is for us it's another month still, before they lose access to that particular page or pages or however you've set up the rules in the rules area of MemberPress. Okay, so we've just demonstrated how a customer would cancel their subscription. I just want to do one more thing and demonstrate how you as an admin would cancel that subscription. So again, you have MemberPress subscription here that's been created for you. And this is the one I'm referring to. I just created this using the form again. And you have a transaction associated with all this stuff. Now one thing you might be tempted to do is say, oh yeah, I'll just cancel it either by deleting it from MemberPress or setting this from enabled to like cancel or something like that. I want to warn you against doing this through MemberPress. This is not the appropriate way to cancel a subscription that you've created with GravityPress because, as I've said a few times, GravityPress utilizes Gravity Forms to create that subscription. So if you canceled in MemberPress, it's not going to relay back to Gravity Forms where the subscription was actually originally created. So again, we have some clue here. We have this ID, which is something that we can utilize. So if you're like, hey, I don't know what the I don't know which entry it was or something like that, you can use this as a clue. And I'm just going to copy this here. And then I'm going to go into forms, entries. I'm going to go to my sign up form. And then I'm just going to search for this transaction. And of course it shows up. It's the one, again, we're basically matching the MemberPress subscription ID without the GF in front of it to the one that's created in here. And so now we know exactly which entry we need to cancel here. So I'm going to click on that. You can see down here we have, again, the creation note and the subscription paid note. And what do I need to do? I simply need to cancel it using this cancel subscription button. So I'm just going to click on that. It goes into cancel mode. I might even get a notification down below that has been canceled, which I do. You can see here's a notification here that's been canceled, as well as GravityPress. So both Stripe and GravityPress are indicating that that subscription has been canceled. This is the Gravity Form subscription ID, and this is the GravityPress, the MemberPress subscription ID that our plugin created. So again, if I go down now to MemberPress subscriptions, I also see that it's been stopped, but it's done so the correct way instead of trying to do it on this side of things. So again, this is the way that you as an admin want to create, want to end a subscription. What I just showed you is the appropriate way of doing it using the entry from Gravity Forms instead of doing so through MemberPress. So that's an overview of some of the new features of GravityPress version 2.0 with regard to subscriptions. Hopefully this helps and gives you not only the configuration details of how to set things up, but it also gives you the general understanding of how things are working under the hood there. If you have any questions, as always, send us a message at ristrettoapps.com, and we'd love to help you out in any way we can. Thank you.